lagi di channel hentai yosh, dan kita akan lanjutkan lagi game The Ladder part ke-8. Kemarin itu ternyata part 7 jadi salah, sekarang ini part 8. Jadi minggu depan itu part 9 kayaknya. Oke deh, kita langsung aja load game. Kita sampai di Isabella kemarin. Ini kamarnya, ngobrol sama siapa namanya itu, si PK. Bro, ayo. Nah, ini dia yang kemarin kita save dulu ini. I don't think she meant to say that one out loud, judging by how quick her head snapped up at my question.
Certain things. It's nothing. Don't get worked up about it. Anyhow, I should go. Try not to think about it, alright? You need your rest. And
Alright.
I've got papers to check and lesson plans to review for this week's class. I'll be next door if you need me.
Next door. Memangnya dia tuh tetanggaku gitu. Apa teman next door? Oh ya, ini tetanggaku berarti. I can easily bother her if I need something, she said so herself. However, my trembling hand refused to budge. I don't want to be alone.
Do you want me to stay?
Yes.
Can you? Just until I fall asleep? What are you, 5? Please. I really, absolutely don't want to be left alone right now. I tried to sleep earlier. Last night, too. I thought a shower would help today, but it's still in my head. What am I going to do with you?
Thanks, Becca. I'm glad you were here.
You are such a big baby. Move over. I know how we'll fix this.
She mentioned for me to scout, and I do so. Talk not without a scoff. Typical Becca. Teacher through and through, regardless gak tahu apa nanti of where she is. Then without notice, she pulls my head to her lap. God damn, that's a big baby, like that.
What are you doing? Singing you to sleep like the big baby you are. I may not be as good a singer as you are, but I can handle a few tunes. Stop treating me like a kid. This is completely unnecessary.
That is necessary.
I'm kidding. Didn't you say this is how your mom used to lull you to sleep? I just thought you could use something familiar to you. You're not my mom.
It may sound like I complain, but we both know the statement has no ill will attached to it.
How are they back home? You said they called? Good. From what Mama told me, EJ won a medal. Who's EJ again? The youngest. A bit chubby on the cheeks. I showed you a picture of him once. You said he looks a little like me, especially around the eyes.
Chick waters a talk, interrupting only to ask a question if there's something she doesn't understand. I tell her of my 4 younger siblings, little troublemakers, all of them. And of my not good elder brother who almost landed himself in jail a month ago. Oh, kakaknya ini mau masuk penjara bulan lalu. Of my sister who had to move away recently to run from her ever increasing debt. Oh, terus saudari perempuannya itu dikejar utang, jadi lari nggak tahu kemana itu. Yet every time she asks, every time I brought up, she listened tirelessly. Becca may not believe me about the ghost. She may have just been listening to help keep my thirst at bay. But for now, I'm content. Sleep calm easier tonight. Oh, berarti kalau ada gini-gini tidur ya, paham. And for the first time in a long time, I dream of clear skies, of understand laughter from children playing in the street, and of small cramped dwelling. To outsiders, the sight does not paint pretty pictures. However, this is home for me. October 23 Sunday. Story update. Bentar, kita lihat dulu ini branch tree-nya. Nah, ini dia, kita sampai di sini. Wah, anjing, kalau gue pilih yang atas tadi, pilihannya banyak banget. Tapi gue terlanjur pilih yang bawah. Common road. Question. Oh, enggak, ini tadi yang ini. Jadi bawah, atas sama aja. Terus ini gimana anjing? Branch tree-nya gimana ini? Yang atas. Relationship. BKO, banyak banget BK-nya. Oke, kita langsung aja. Morning towns bright and clear the following day. Although the air still feels muggy and I miss the chilly autumn weathers. It's one of those rare weekends when I allow myself to sleep in for the sake of sleeping in. The clock is flashing 9 a.m. when I open my eyes. Becca's already gone, likely to the library. She has a habit of keeping herself busy on the weekend. She did leave a note on my fridge reminding me to eat along with a plate of breakfast on the counter. Really? She gets angry when I call her mom, but then she goes ahead and does things like this. I fall back lazily in my bed. From my window I can hear the world beginning to stir. I shall too. There are still papers to organize, documents to sign and hand over tomorrow. Yet, just trying to gloomy white sailing like this, waking up alone, it's easy to be filled with the irrational need to go back to sleep. Gue malas panjang anjing. Mama telepon lagi, mama. Halo? Assalamualaikum. Halo?
Hello? Santos residence?
Mama, how are you?
The usual pleasantries question about how they are doing, how life going on back home, bits and pieces. Also small, help form a vague pictures of things I've missed in my mind. Each excited voice resounds from the other, and I smile to
What
myself.
about you? Are you eating well?
You asked that a few days ago, but yeah. And Mama, I've got something to tell you.
Suaranya kecil banget anjing. Ini headset gue yang rusak apa gimana? Kecil banget suaranya.
Oh no, you're not pregnant, are you?
What? No! Mama, stop making jokes like that.
This is a serious question, Grace. I've been looking at your Facebook.
Bukan Facebook anjing, Facebook namanya. Kampret, namanya Facebook, bukan Facebook. Ntar dimarahin sama Mark Zuckerberg nanti. Facebook anjing.
Who is this Ashton? Are you pregnant?
Who? Ash? No, no, no! Oh, good heavens! It isn't like that! We aren't like that! No one's pregnant, Mama!
Well then stop stalling. You're making me nervous, Grace.
So very like Mama to jump to a conclusion like that. And against my better judgment, I laughed. Light and so surprisingly easier now that the heavy weights are lifted. Mama clicking her tongue on the other end, impatient by the delay. I want to hug
Remember
her.
the house? We got a buyer yesterday. I'll be able to send a remittance soon. The buyer gave us a bonus too. I can send that early while we're waiting to finalize things, because that might take a few days. And then there's...
Grace, stop.
Yes, Mama?
It's okay. Keep it to yourself. You don't have to send everything.
Don't worry. I've got enough here. You taught me how to budget properly, didn't you?
Don't you want to buy something for yourself? Or for your friend? Rebecca, was it?
Rebecca will complain, Mama.
Then tell her it's from me, as thanks for taking care of my stubborn daughter.
You both sound so alike. But I will. Thanks, Mama.
Rebecca mirip sama mamanya anjing. Oke, story update lagi. Light streams through my open window, but the world is fully awake and last vestiges of sleep has faded from my eye. Maybe I walks is good. I need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? What? Oh, kita ke taman. The cat's name is Bear Chill. What? Or at least that what his colors say. It's an odd name to give a cat, in my opinion. But it speaks Christmas much like the one that carries it. It shows in the way he swish his tail and his eye follow my hand every movement. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me. To be honest, I wasn't the very picture of grace when he found me after all. It was bad idea carrying too heavy bag of nearly bug art. God, panjang banget, kita nggak usah baca ya. Kepanjangan soalnya. Langsung aja anjing.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
Who you talking to, girl? Ngomong sama siapa anjing?
Where's your owner anyway?
He has one, doesn't he? An owner. That's what the collar for, isn't it? A bandage is rubbed on one of its paws. So I wonder what happened to it. Oh, itu ada apa namanya perban di cakarnya. Did he run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets. I tried to bring one home before, a cat, not black, of course. And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
Take small packet of sweet from one of the bags beside me and pop it open. Anjing, suara kucing. As I'm about to put one into my mouth, he meows. My hand stopped.
Do you want one?
He doesn't again. Yes, I'm expecting him to, but I take his unblinking gaze as a yes. I shift the piece to my palm and hold it out to him warmly. He sniffed at it once, twice before. Oh, ini siapa namanya? Siapa teman namanya itu kemarin? Lupa gue. Yang jadi security, oh ini Miss McCulloch. Miss McCulloch. Mana namanya kok McCulloch anjing? McCulloch.
Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCulloch.
Miss McCulloch, nama manggilnya Miss McCulloch.
Were you harmed in any way? I'm sorry. Bruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even run away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh no, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Bruthiel's a she.
She all this time I thought the pause in conversation is, if this can be called one, is uncomfortable. We're merely two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meeting like this don't happen a lot, and if it does, a simple nodding of heads is enough. Still trying to be friendly with wouldn't hurt, right? Talk about tanya tentang apa ya? Tentang kucing apa tentang kerjaan? Kita lihat dulu branch tree-nya. Gini, kita lihat ya. Oh, kita yang bawah aja kayak gitu. Ada tanda-tanya lagi.
About your work.
What about it?
There is something guarded in her expression, a mention of word, but I pushed through with my question.
I just want to know how it is to work on a house like the Ermengarde mansion. Is it hard?
I guess she wasn't expecting a question like that. If the way her eyebrows shot up tell me something.
Because of its age? I wouldn't say it is. It is a challenge, considering the factors me and my team have to sort out. But it's a good project. A breath of fresh air from what I usually work on. And I have a good team. Those original fittings, though. It might be old, but the architecture is magnificent.
Suaranya gede banget anjing.
I'm sure you've seen the stained glass windows in the foyer. Oh, I can already think of so many things I could do with it. But of course, my team will have to double check for necessary repairs here and there. That's probably for the best. It's easy to break some key elements with a rush restoration job, and who knows what other hidden issues there might be underneath. People can be so careless. I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
That's okay, that's okay. Just spit it out.
No, it's okay. You seem to really love what you're doing.
It's not really like that. I'm just lucky to have found work in an interesting field.
She's blushing. Pipinya merah anjing.
Anyway, Bruthiel's due for her visit to the vet. Nice talking to you, Miss Santos. I
Bye.
wish you luck with what you're planning to work on. It seems like a big project, too.
She gestured with her head toward the bags, the ones filled with stuff I recently bought from the art store.
It's a project for a friend, actually.
All the same. Good luck.
Yeah, bye. Sayonara. I watched her as she left. She stopped shortly before crossing the threshold, separating the park and the street. She faced me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to
By the
say.
way, about the Ermengarde mansion. With my clients,
It's still
the
right.
rights.
I mean,
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Ah, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion.
what do you so care about the right? The letter, the someone they saw. Whoa, whoever is she talking for? Is she asking for help? Someone. I want to tell Miss Clark that the urban legends are just legend anymore. They're real. She's not going to believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too. Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
Sayonara. Bye. Oke, kita balik lagi di rumah. Suaranya mulai nyeremin lagi anjing. Suaranya mulai nyeremin lagi. Ini suara TV apa gimana sih? I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody
In
else.
other local news, a woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening.
What?
Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide. The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper,
Huh?
33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
What? Terus meninggal anjing.
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom
God
flat with the words "Help me"
damn.
repeatedly written on the walls.
Jadi gue salah milih kemarin. Berarti seharusnya jangan dikasih tahu si Rose ini. Dia bisa mati, kampret. Discovering lying a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls. God damn it. Terus mati anjing. Nah kan gue merindingan. No. What's that sound? This isn't what I want. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends. That what's God. Suaranya mulai membesar, That's what everyone has kept telling me. So why? And I immediately rushed to my study table and searched for my phone. My hand caught from to it, clinging tightly to it as soon as I touched its edge. A piece of folded paper, the letters lying assumingly beside it, slipped on the floor when I picked up the device. But I paid no mind. These are more important thing. Right now, I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago, and she was okay. No, no, no. Isn't it Rose? I'm sure of it. I just talked to her and a sob escaped me and hot tears began to blur my vision. One after another, they trickled down, weighted by the very same guilt I refused to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hands shake and I navigate the Rose number on my contact list. She answered right. That's what she always do. She'd pick it up and tell me turn down the weatherworks and calls me in whoosh afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Hello? Again and again I dial, whispering, praying, pleading.
Come on, Rose. Don't do this to me. Please pick up.
Hello, Rose? Are you there?
I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxborn in the recent years.
This is add on the series of that.
The
What?
authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anslem Butcher case.
But in my ears I can only hear the scream. Her pleas, her whisper, help me. We are not safe. What the fuck? What? Oh no. Dari selanjutnya. Loh. What? Oh jadi itu hal yang ternyata berarti yang itu berarti Bronstro ini. Ya elah abis ini habis ceritanya anjing. Ngentot. Iya berarti ini kalau milih yang bawah kan tanya itu ini mati itu ya paham. Ya ceritanya habis ini selesai. My body still wants to sleep to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly, I become aware of how awkward my position is. The edge that's accompanied sleeping and curled up position the night before. If I even sleep at all, the memories are impossible to forget now that was gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the word weighs heavier on me this time. She gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should been more careful. I should just keep my mouth shut. I should destroy it before anyone else had gotten involved. I should the notification light on my laptop playing initially mockingly when I look at it, as if it calling me back to a sense of normalcy. I check and effortless what gak bisa bacanya itu terlalu tinggi itu bahasa Inggrisnya. Out of habit more than anything. To all BRC employee in the like of region and even there will be all staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. A chance it must company change new policies will be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expected to bring copy of their own attendance log and sales report from the last 6 months to be submit to your respective manager for review. We are expecting everyone cooperative. cooperation. Thank you, John L. Schools, BRC HR Manager. If it's here were one of those typical days, I happily complete and get myself to a ravish. Today my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going will keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other, the place in itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears have cost me. I should choose. Aku ke sekolah aja lah. Mopping won't get me anywhere. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with smile, no matter how bad thing gets, and hope for the best. Also, my whole body feels like lead and my limbs are sore. I push myself away from the chair and head to the shower. This letter again. The letter I dropped on the floor last night fluttered open as I passed by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer. They ridicule. Like living being fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it into my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This too, I deal with. Somehow I find a way and make things right. I have to, before I take more people from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Oke, berapa sling? Telepon sling. Oke, gak usah dibaca nih, kebanyakan.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral yet, but those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff? None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
At the end of it, panjangan. Kok sepi? Everyone already gone, leaving me in the company of radio and member or journal stuff. Fuck. I'm alone again. Gue sendirian lagi dan akhirnya ketemu setan lagi akhirnya ini pasti. I don't even know his name. Most likely does. You remember people is like that.
The Luxbon Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blurs one name after another. Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they still? I have to check. Missing? Berarti orang hilang gitu. Frantic, I turn my back to my desktop. A lot tapping. Ya. Cing, lu ngetik apa nying? Ngetiknya kenceng banget.
But Rose is...
Something snapped into place in the fraction of a moment. Those people wrote the letter.
I need to... No. If it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
Evidence doesn't lie. That's what ads often say, right? If I have to prove, then maybe. I don't want to get my hope up yet, but maybe there's still a way I can save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that will be useful. I grab all of them and stuff them in my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something those people should. What? Mesin printnya jalan sendiri anjing.
Hello?
Kan sepi.
Anyone there?
God damn it, kan udah kuduga. Printernya nyala sendiri anjing. I click off my pen in my hand is welcome distraction as I search for the set object. It's tried my feet text also echoes through hot the empty workplace. Ini suara kakinya siapa sih anjing? I lost sight of the janitor minutes ago. Ya itu nggak sediano. Signing, I pick each of it up to put someplace proper. But the page it degrade me next makes my blood run cold. Again. Ada yang ngeprint tulisannya help me. Gue merinding lagi anjing. Ngentot. The chill that make its way up my spine is numbing as that day in the attic. Kasih baca panjangan kasih baca. Ya suaranya hantunya itu pasti kampret. Hearing every horrid talk running inside my head right now, something snaps. A soft creak grating through the thin veil of stillness that has descended in the room. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rigid at the sound. Familiar, so familiar now. Yet my own traitorous curiosity still. What? Atau belum ketahuan anjing? Ada notifikasi apa tadi? Mungkin cuma WA, gak apa-apa. Lanjut lagi. Still press me to take a careful peek over the cubicle wall. Ayam. It's her. Standing in the only exit of the office. Anjing pinter banget setannya anjing, ngalangin tempat keluar. Pintu keluarnya, mantap. Every facing away from me. She doesn't even need to turn around from me to know it's same misshapen face. Shutter closed and engulfing gate. Lagunya kampret. Same person in the attic. Lagunya yang gak usah dibesar-besarin juga. Developernya emang anjing. bisa banget nakutin orang. I take the step back. The pen I'm holding slipped from my hand and shit, fuck. God damn it. A scream almost escaped my mouth and I took under my table as quickly as I can. My heart is pounding hard against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sound of her walk. The words clicking that follow her and telltale squelch of something wet as she walks toward me. Nearer and nearer. The sounds are slowly getting louder. The only thing keeping the whimper from escaping me is my hand is covered my mouth. Someone please save me. Anyone. Aku smile muttering continuous stream of prayer, all while attempting to steady my own breathing. Please don't let her hear me. What? Ya sukses. Cut. Come on bro. Last one. Cut. Terus kenapa?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Doa.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Shit, fuck. God damn it. Game over. God damn. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. God damn it. What? What you say? Ini doanya anjing. Oke lah. Kalau begitu sampai di sini dulu aja videoku yang part ke 8. Part ke 7 atau part 8 ini gue lupa anjing. Oke, jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe, dan jangan lupa nantikan videoku yang selanjutnya. Oke, bye bye.